what would you be? What animal would you be?
A fox.
A fox. Ooh. Nice. I like it.
Who's that?
All right. Hey, Liv. How are you?
I'm doing so great, James. How are you?
I'm well. I'm doing well. What character do you play?
I play Brakka Bendu.
Nice.
Yeah, she is an orc warrior / makeup artist / body positivity spokeswoman.
I just noticed that by your name it says nothing stops the big sister Warhammer. And so
why would you even bring that up?
I know, it's so...
if only something happened in the story where I got that back.
I don't know, maybe it might happen. Probably not, though.
I know.
What kind of animal would Brakka be?
A bear.
A bear.
A bear.
I like it.
A bear.
A bear.
A bear.
Hey! Smartfalicious! How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Doing well.
Good. All right. I'm good. What kind of animal would you be?
I would be a unicorn.
Yeah!
I always wanted a rainbow tail and a big spike thing coming out of my head. Oh my god.
Yeah. Do you have a first alert button on tonight?
I was like, what is that? Yes.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
I keep forgetting to update the episode count, so it like tells me, it reminds me.
That's so awesome.
There we go.
That's awesome. All right.
So there you go.
Hey, Brian. Brian is the bard. He plays all the music in the episode. If people didn't realize that he plays all the music. And I already said what you are, but Brian, what kind of animal would you be?
I think I might be a cuttlefish.
Ah.
A cuttlefish. Which is like an
cuttlefish.
octopus, but slightly different.
Mm-hmm. How's it different?
They have a cuttlebone, which is a floaty, little structure, calcified structure inside them. And
Sounds
they
good.
can
All
also
right.
shapeshift, change color.
My name is James Boland, and I'm the Game Master. If you want to learn more about the cuttlefish, I recommend the internet. Speaking of the internet, here we are. We are getting into it. Uh-oh. I thought so. Let's see what we got. We've got a whole bunch of gifted subscriptions.
Explain, Brian.
Huge, thank you.
Man.
That's a lot of them.
Oh, it's gonna have to be a big one, isn't it?
Okay,
Hey,
let's sing it like a cuttlefish. Let's sing it like a cuttlefish.
Yeah.
Hey, no Pat. Shout out to Vegetarianzilla, Amalgamation. Thank you. Stop David Lane. Nailed. Future Fox.
Nalidi.
Foxes.
Future
And
Wolf.
Savril, thank you for the subscription, Savril, to all those people. A shout out to you.
And to all new viewers tonight, you're probably wondering what the fuck is going on.
And we will tell you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's learn how to play No Dice. How to play No Dice. Well, it's pretty easy. You watch there at home, and you're relaxing, air conditioning, hopefully, and you eat your snacks, and you watch us tell a story, weave a tale, spin a yarn. You can help us by joining in the chat. You can do a subscription. You can use your Prime, Amazon Prime subscription to do that as well. You can gift us that. All that money goes to support the broadcast that we do every Monday at 7 p.m. As for No Dice, the game of No Dice, there's some fun, cool things that we include. Then the Fate Coin is one. If you want to see something happen, you can type flip for it in the chat. You can type the sexy hack flip to get the little flip emoji, and what you want So you do that, and then we do a little flip for it right here. And there we are. It's always no time. Always no time. The other really great way that you can contribute is with the Sexy Hack Magic. Or you can just type in Sexy Hack Magic if you don't have the emote, if you're not subscribed to the channel, Sexy Hackers. and that fills up the magic meter. And the magic meter, once it's filled up, something fantastic and fun, extraordinary happens. You can think about it as almost like a crit success or a crit fail, something crazy.
Magic.
Absolutely. And we're interested in magic and fun things here. So that's a really cool way. Those are two of the most important ways that you can three. Jumping in the chat, talking to us, seeing some flip forwards, and some filling up that magic meter helps us tell our story. The story is completely improvised. We have a general outline of what we're doing, Brian and I, but the rest of it is improvised. So things that you say in the chat change the game, change the story. I'm going to say the biggest one for me is the soccer moms. Soccer moms, I would have never thought of having that in a Lord of the Rings style show, but the soccer moms were fantastic, and that was something I never thought of. But they have shown up in several other episodes.
Yeah.
They keep coming back.
So you control, you control that. Okay, so that's how we play. If you have any questions, if you're like, what the hell is going on, throw it in the chat. I will help remind us where we are going. All that good stuff. All right, I think it is time for our previous episode recap, and that's where we take it over to Nick Fear with the recap.
Previously on Nodice, after a whole lot of nothing happens, Lavar and his friends return to his lair, only to be interrupted again by a distress signal coming from Old York City, the version of real-life New York City that exists in Lavarica. The call is coming from Mole, Captain Sicalia's familiar, a Latin American mole, probably from Mexico, but we really have never asked, and it's rude and racist to assume. Either way, he lives and works in Lavarica now, so he's your neighbor, goddammit, fucking treating like one. And I'm not talking about shitty Real Housewife neighbors, but okay, there's a screen here. I went off the rails a bit. Looks like it's back to Old York for our adventurers to rescue their little friend. Clap 4 times. The first place they find on the trail to rescue their subterranean pal, deserving of human dignity, is Central Peak, where the Baristo, not Gunther, is rigged with a bomb that will explode if he moves, like Lethal Weapon 2, only instead of a toilet, it's a cash register. Take that, capitalism. They disarm the bomb and learn from not Gunther that not Monica Geller has turned evil and is forcing everyone around her to become evil too. They follow some smelly cats into the sewer, and after a bafflingly difficult run-in with a big yellow taxi, they kill Not Phoebe, who was controlling the smelly cats with her repetitive guitar chords. They exit the sewer and go about murdering the huge four-headed and many-chinned Not Chandler, Miss Chenandler Bong, and his Not girlfriend, the loud one. They are then beset upon the Cronenbergian horror that is Not Ugly Naked Man, fused with Not Monica, and wait for it, Not Rachel. See what I did there? Okay. While Captain Sicalius battles that abomination with Lavar, the rest of the crew finds out that the great evil behind all the terrible Bizarro Friends stuff happening is real-life Joey Tribbiani, who was making everyone into what they weren't so that people would respect his acting or something. So it's time to kill him too, which they do. And then they kill Ross and the stupid monkey. Yep, all the friends are dead. After murdering the dark mirrors of the beloved sitcom characters in Old York City, the adventurers are about to return to Lavar's lair with their little friend Mole, when suddenly a ghost from the past crosses their path. A ghost that is very much alive. The very much alive Cupcake Silverjade, Cookie's daughter. She changed her last name because she was ashamed. What, you don't remember that part? Well, it's canon now. It's the eve of Cupcake's wedding, and she needs Cookie to give her away. Can Cookie parlay his counter to repairing his relationship with his daughter, who no doubt blames him for her mother's death? Will the rest of the adventurers fit in with Fancy Sweeps Week wedding episode? And will Nick ever pay better attention and stop retconning the recaps to make his character more interesting? Find out this week on No Dice!
Truly wonderful, Nick. As always, I could just listen to your recaps all evening. Thank you. This is a special episode because I relinquish the head DM reigns.
What?
The head GM reigns to none other than Brian Bear.
Oh no.
Yes. Will it be
This
a
is
tragic
his
mistake?
story, so if it's bad, it's his
Will
fault.
it be
If
a
it's good,
huge
it's my
mistake or a
fault.
succeeding failure? Flip for it. I don't know which one is which. No, it won't be a failure. Good.
2 negatives make it a positive. It will be.
That's right. Wait, what?
Ask any vacationer. When 2 bad things happen, it was a good vacation.
So, Cupcake, you've met with Cupcake, your long-lost daughter, who we thought was dead, but apparently
Yeah, I thought
is
she was
not.
dead. I thought the Southern Dwarvish Mafia killed her off.
It would seem not. She says, "Come with me and bring your friends too."
If I want to live?
Sure, I would assume you want to.
Well, I do now.
Well, good. Now, we'll talk about it later. So you take a rainbow road, a nice rainbow road, flying through, I don't know, time and space somehow. Yeah, do you want to play the music here, James? No, you probably don't.
I can't.
Yeah. That's
It would
okay.
be terrible. It would be gobbledygook.
Or can you?
I'll just be vamping then. So as you soar through this rainbow, she says, "Well, I haven't been entirely honest with you. It's not exactly my wedding. It's a renewal of my vows. See, I've been married already.
But you're so young. You're only 50 years old. Because we're
Yeah,
dwarves.
50,
Dwarves
right.
are old.
I got married 20 years ago.
You were just a baby back then.
I was old enough.
No, you weren't.
I don't know how it works exactly, but I was. And that's who we're going to meet today. My husband. But we'll get there soon. As you fly over the Rainbow Road, you realize you're not going to the southern dwarvish coast like you would expect. Instead, it lands you in a misty field. She says, "This is where I live now. This is Mistfield." It's very literal. She leads you up to a mansion, very nice mansion, very nice house. It's pretty impressive. She's like, "This is the house. What do you think? It's pretty nice, huh?"
I suppose so. Looks like you're doing well for yourself.
Yes, we are. And it's true. I changed my name to Silverchair.
Silver J.
Yeah. Well, I changed my name when I got married too. I'm now Cupcake Coral Iron.
Well, okay.
So we have a new objective to help Cupcake.
Help Cupcake be there on the renewal of her vows. So it's like a second wedding. I guess you want to meet him now. And out from the door steps very well dressed, very dapper looking fairy, a fae, one of the fae. This is Rainbow Coral Iron.
Yeah.
Formerly Rainbow Coral Wing. We put our names together. Now I know what you're gonna say, Dad.
You married a Fae!
Yeah,
what
I
the
married
hell is
a
wrong with you?
Fae. I know.
You can't trust the Fae.
I know they helped in a different Fae, not this one, not Rainbow. He's different. And Rainbow descends the stairs and says, "Well, hello there. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I've heard so much about you now."
Oh, yes. Shakes
Puts
his hand. Yeah.
Yeah, puts his
Nice
hand
to
up.
meet you.
Forgive me if I don't shake hands.
That's all right. I'll shake my own hand. I like a good self-shake every once in a while.
Self-shake. That's right. You see, Dad, I met Rainbow a long time ago. You know, after the Fae and the other mafia killed my mother.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. We didn't quite know what was happening then.
Well, right, and that wasn't him. In fact,
No.
Rainbow here hunted down the ones who did, and
Yeah.
murdered them pretty brutally, actually. It was nice of him.
Yeah,
He looks at him.
I dismembered them and then fed them to their families.
Brakka is so starstruck right now. She's like, this man is beautiful and he dismembers people and feeds them to other people. She's smitten. She's completely smitten.
Like, so how big is? So he's fairy sized?
Yeah, sure, he's
Well,
fairy
like
sized.
Fey, like the Fey size. So he's like person
Not a
size.
fey, not like a little floating like, listen,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not like Navi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
No.
he's like the.
It's like an elf, but kind of like,
Like an elf.
but not quite.
Kind of long and limber.
Yeah, like if you would get drunk, he and his kind would drag you into the field and
Yeah.
leave you pantsless.
Right.
And then you'd be asleep for like 100 years.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then your
cool.
wife would
And they would
wonder
think
where
that
you
would
were.
be a right good prank.
Yeah, that would be a great prank.
They're mischievous and also kind of. Yeah.
Horrific.
They're the Fey.
Yeah.
Well, we met not long after that because, they took over the restaurant. We were all kind of in business together, but still kind of at war. Anyway, we fell in love, Dad.
Wait, so hold on a minute. I didn't have to be on a ship for 20 years?
Well, I think you did. I don't remember. I was very young.
Yeah, but not too young.
Right.
Just the
Oh,
right
yeah,
age
no,
to
that
get
was-
married.
Let's get that out of the way right now.
Yeah, I don't want
was-
anybody making aspersions about me.
Right. No wizards cast aspersions, please. That's
No,
not a spell we
no.
want.
Who are your friends here?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I should have. I don't really know them.
Well, this is Captain Scalia.
Hi, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
He's the captain of the ship that I was on.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
This is Rainbow or whatever, one of the dirty fae that made me go on a ship and murdered my whole family.
was that
except for
different
my
part-
daughter, who apparently thinks that that's okay all of a
It
sudden.
was a different part of the. It was his. I think they were his cousins or something, or like distant cousins. Anyway, do we say anything about her tentacles or no?
No, don't say anything about her tentacle.
I love your
What about my tentacles?
I love your tentacles.
They're beautiful.
They remind me of the ocean.
Yes. And tentacles.
Yes. Who else is there?
So who are your other friends?
That tall drink of water is Brakka Bendu.
Well, hello. It's nice to meet you.
I also dismember people.
Cool. She goes to shake. She shaking hands.
She does it a little too enthusiastically, and you might hear a crunch.
Wait,
Not
you're
a big one, just a little.
cupcake. Because wait, you're Brakka Bendu?
Yeah, that's right.
Huh.
I'm committing to this.
I know
Yup.
someone who's a big fan of yours.
Oh, really?
She kind of chuckles to herself.
Wait, no, you can't leave me hanging like that.
Well, you'll meet him soon enough.
All right.
And this pile of bones over here, well, that's Levar Lazaro. He's a wizard and a...
Oh, bits for awkward handshakes.
Hold on, Dad. I just got some
Thanks,
bits.
Avril.
Yeah.
I gotta take this.
I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not sure what flip for sickle involved. I don't know what you're meaning for that. If you can give me an
Let's see
explanation,
it.
maybe I can figure that out. Because I want to.
Oh, for the dismembering, maybe?
A sickle?
Yeah, it could have been a sickle.
I don't know, maybe. We'll see after this song.
Bits and 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 bits.
Let's flip to see if they did it with the sickle. If you cut them up with a sickle, I mean, maybe.
Sure, why not?
Nope, it wasn't a
Nope.
sickle. It was a cleaver.
It was a cleaver.
Yeah, it was a cleaver.
Right, my friend June helped me.
Yeah, June Cleaver.
June the cleaver.
Ugh.
June bug cleaver.
Ugh.
They all have like fairy names.
So, Cookie, what were you saying?
I was just introducing Levar Lazaro.
Oh, yes.
course.
You look very skinny.
Yes.
It's got a nice face with skin
thank
on
you.
it.
I can change it at will.
Oh, I like that. So can I.
Right.
And he's
Oh, do it.
he snaps his fingers, and it's just like a different guy. Face.
Everyone like polite. Cupcake like does that. Everyone claps but Cookie, who's clearly not impressed.
It's like your face is lying to us.
Oh, imagine that, a fae that lies.
All right, look here, Dad. This is my husband. I married him. I love him just as much as you loved my mother, okay? So you can just deal with that now and come in and meet your grandchildren, or you can go home. What's it gonna be, Dad?
Yeah, what's it gonna be, Pa?
She's like, don't, honey, don't push it.
What's it gonna be, Daddy?
Ooh.
But that is
Well, I
it's
guess
not
I'll
better.
just...
Daddy?
Oh, he's doing his voices now. He does all these voices.
Yes, when I
So
change my
funny.
face, sometimes I like to do different voices. I'll change back.
Grandchildren? You got grandchildren?
Of course I do.
Or no children? I have grandchildren.
You have
I'm a
grandchildren.
peepaw.
That's
Oh, hi, Peepaw Daddy.
Are we going with Peepaw?
Right, I'll go meet him, but I'm not another word out of you.
All right, so you go on into the foyer. It's a very nice big house. You pass on into the courtyard where there's like strings, lights set up. There's clearly a party going on, and you can see there's a bunch of Fey there, various Fey and various dwarves as well. You don't seem to know too many of them. They just seem to be kind of associates.
The
of-
distant relatives.
Right, some distant relatives. I don't know why I'm playing a banjo. It's weird. It's not working.
I just
for me.
assumed Kermit was the entertainment.
Yeah, Kermit. There. Oh, yeah. There is a frog there.
Ooh.
A weird frog person in the corner, but he's drinking wine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's my friend from work.
yep, he's a good guy. Kids, kids, hey, kids, get over here! And so they walk on over. Four of them. The first one is very tall, kind of looks a lot like Rainbow. This is Sunshine Coral Iron. We call him Sunny. Sunny, say hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Peepaw.
Hello,
This is your peepaw.
your peepaw.
Hi, Peepaw.
Cookie Flintshire.
Cookie, Peepaw, Flinty, Binty.
He's drunk. Someone make sure he doesn't cut him off.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, and you are. Okay, someone. He's usually a lot better than that. And then there's the twins and two more elf. What are they? Fey, dwarf, dway. I don't know what you call them.
Ways, yeah.
Come forward. One has a big scar on his face. He's kind of a little darker complexion. He says, "Hey, hello. How are you? I am Rigatoni. Rigatoni, Nevada, they call me. I live down in Cube Bay. You been to Cube Bay? It's a good place."
This is the grandkid.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're like 20 by now, 40 something. I don't know.
I mean, Cookie's 300 years old.
Yeah. Dwarves mature very quickly.
Nice to. What was your name? Rigatoni?
Rigatoni. You call me Tony, huh?
Okay.
Tony
I'll call you
Nevada.
Tony. Great. Another. And I imagine I'm just staring up at all of these giant Fae looming over me. now.
Yeah. They're tall for their.
Do they even have beards?
No.
No beards.
Cookie's such a racist.
No,
He's having a real problem with this.
Oh yeah, this is my brother, and this very nervous-looking person comes up. He says, "I'm Alfredo. You can call me Fredo." Yeah, Fredo lives with me down in Cube Bay. He does the books. We're in the fairy dust business, huh?
The fairy dust business.
Huh?
Oh, you mean like cocaine?
Yeah. No, it's straight cocaine. No, yeah.
Yeah, I've been around for 300 years.
All right.
I know what cocaine
Okay,
is.
yeah, okay. I like this guy.
I know what cocaine
You need
is.
any
They're
right now? You
good with
good?
that stuff.
There's
All
actually a really
all
funny-
right. What did that? What does the green one say? Want to say? Sorry.
It's a really funny story. We actually found a cat woman full of cocaine.
Oh, there was a lot of cocaine.
Oh, let me take you to the bar and we'll talk a little bit about it.
Oh, there's one more. There's one more to meet. The other grandchild.
Oh, I always forget about this last one. Yikes!
She's like, "Thanks, Dad." She's a little
Don't
shorter.
give me attitude, goddammit.
She walks up. She's short, almost a little taller than Cookie. Bright shock of red hair, very short crop. She's wearing kind of a military uniform. And Cupcake says, "This is Mickleberry." She's like, "Call me Mick.
Ooh.
I'm from your family. I served in the Fey Foreign Legion, you see. I've been to a lot of different countries. Most recently, Orcania. And then she points, and there's a big orc kind of standing very nervously a few feet away. This is my boyfriend, Crass. Crass.
Oh, for crying out
Crass, come forward. Come on and see the people. He goes, hi, I'm Crass.
Oh, no, I don't have a problem with that. No.
Cookie, I feel like if you have a problem with someone in your family dating an orc, you should bring it up now.
I probably should, but I'm not gonna.
That's smart.
Let's flip and see if he's gonna bring it up or not. Nope, he's gonna hold his tongue. I
think that would have really changed the dynamic of a relationship.
A good will save there.
And so Crash kind of shakes people's hands, but then he gets to Brakka, and his hand is just shaking. He's like, "You're Brakka."
Oh yeah, this was the guy that
Brakka Bendu
knows you.
I'm Crass Fartley. I'm a big fan. You remember that time when you killed your sister and you made her skull into your hammer?
Do I remember it? I never stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
It's like my one backstory piece that everyone knows.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Thanks, Crass.
Okay.
Hey, it was a real pleasure meeting you.
Okay. Mick punches him in the arm. Just get out, you big oaf. You're embarrassing me. So Cupcake says, well, that's your family. Cookie, we've been
Aren't we beautiful?
Yeah, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Yeah, you are. Good, bring it in, give people.
They all come in.
Peepa, beepa, boo boo.
Good. Let's get this one more food.
He does not need that. He does not need that.
Just give him a little headlock.
And you see,
puke away from people.
everyone's having a good time. You meet two more other people who are standing nearby. There's another Fey, straight up Fey, and he looks a lot like Rainbow. Mm-hmm. He says, "Hello, I'm Rainbow Dark. That's my brother's Rainbow Bright. I'm Rainbow Dark.
Oh man,
it's good to meet you. I guess a little standoffish.
Cookie Printer, it's good to meet you. I guess.
I suppose we're family now, aren't we?
I suppose we are, aren't we?
Great, good.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, all right then.
This old dwarf's got a little bit more growing to do.
Do you want to go do a shot?
I suppose we should.
All right then.
Hey, maybe my grandson could get us some cocaine.
You want some cocaine? I get you some cocaine. Try to go get the cocaine.
So the party's happening and everybody's mixing and mingling. While they're doing that, I would take a quick little shout out to little sexy hackers.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, sexy hackers.
We wouldn't be able to do this campaign here at No Dice without sexy hackers. You can get some fantastic gear. This awesome hat that I am wearing that is made by sexy hackers. You can get on the website, and we can just show you. If you one more way that you can contribute is by submitting fan art. Going to the webpage. I'm going to throw that browser up there.
Please do it.
And you can check out there at sexyhackers.com all the awesome stuff there. There's recaps of the episodes. There's gear that is made specifically for our campaign. There you can see the shirts that are made. So you can check that out at sexyhackers.com. And you can also interact with Snarf's bag of holding there. You can submit fan art and weapons and things like that we could possibly use on the campaign. So wanted to give a little shout out there, and you can upload things there in the bag of holding. Okay, so the party's going on, and we're having a good time. And what happens next, bro?
Well, you're in this big courtyard. There's lots of lights strung up, and there's a big open field just kind of behind it. And along the edge of that, there's some lanterns. And the lanterns slowly fade and go dark.
It was magic that did it.
And LeVar, you feel a strange, prickling on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Some kind of foreboding feeling seems to fall over you. What are you gonna do?
I look around carefully. I think I'm gonna do that.
All right. Anywhere in particular? Just
My feet and the surroundings.
All right.
Make sure.
With that bit of magic, there's a bit of fairy dust in the air that comes upon you, and you gain a bit of true sight for just a moment. What does he see, Brian?
You see a line of hooded figures at the far end of the field, standing in a row, slowly coming out of the trees.
Normal, okay. Normal. Normal.
And with
They all
that,
stop, slowly raise some kind of something in their arms.
so with that bit of true sight, you get one, and that magic that came upon you, you get to act first. And what do you do to these hooded, cloaked figures?
Am I certain that they're bad guys?
You could use your action to ascertain that.
Hey, what are you doing over there? What is that thing you have?
And they kind of look back and forth at each other.
Yes, you, the indefinite ones. I'm talking to you.
And so some of the other guests kind of notice now too what's going on. They kind of look out, but before anyone can do anything else, they suddenly crossbow bolts start flying across the field into the party.
Oh no!
What do people do? They're just flying one after another.
Okay,
flying things.
Cicalia, what do you do? There's bolts flying towards you as you're mingling.
We take Mole's sombrero because he is in fact from Mexico and it says so right here on his hat. I hide behind it and try to get close to them so we can get
How big is his sombrero?
Is it like
It's a big sombrero.
Okay,
guys.
It's so big.
fair.
It's
Okay, so you're gonna try
problematically
to.
large.
So are you going towards them? Are you trying to go
Yeah,
towards
the
them?
arrows are protecting us. Like
Okay,
it's
let's see.
The sombrero?
Yeah.
No. So as they go right through the sombrero.
Right, it's a sombrero, not a sombrero crossbow.
Yeah. And they start the bolts start hitting you one by one as you're going closer towards them, which is a painful.
Yeah, because you're...
Arrows.
Someone's like, technically I think they're called bolts, and then he gets one in the neck and goes down. Just some random fae.
Okay. Brakka.
All right.
Brakka was standing over by the finger food table, so she's gonna pick up the obviously metal platter that the shrimp was on.
Yes.
Shove a couple in her mouth, and then swing like a discus and throw it at one of the bolt shooters.
All right, that sounds good.
Cause that sounds badass as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It slips out of your hand from all the grease.
Dang.
Dang,
Saffron.
The platter flies across the dance floor and knocks the grandma, the fey grandma, and she breaks her hip.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Which you know
Violent.
is deadly.
Oh no, yeah.
He's that old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's-
yeah.
Everyone just leaves her and no one talks about her again.
Meow 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 meow. Comes the youngest or the young one who was drunk. He's like meow 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 meow. You dying meow meow.
You die.
All right, here we go. Let's sing it in the style of cloaked figures, like real.
Sure.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
We're going to shoot them all.
Special Mark Productions, and they're always glad you came.
Bjork.
You wanna go where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Die, please.
Very nice. All right, so Grandma's hit, Grandma's down.
Yeah.
Who else? LeVar, what are you? You already did your.
Yeah, but he had a special.
Oh yeah, he had a special one. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna just start machine gunning magic missiles.
That's a good idea.
I'm not even gonna look.
All right, let's see. Let's see what we got.
Dang.
So the magic missiles hit, but they don't always hit the right targets. So a couple of cloak figures fall to the ground, but also like a couple of cousins. The one aunt that's never gonna meet anybody, but always goes to the weddings and cries because she wants to meet someone.
What a sad life.
Saddest.
And she's dead now.
No, she's dead.
And now her watch is ended.
No.
And a couple of just friends from college.
From Dwarf University.
Yeah. Dwarven. The Dwarven.
Shale.
Go Hammers!
Shale universe.
Dwarven Phoenix.
All right.
Okay.
And of course, a crossbow bolt just lodges in your cheek, but you're made of bone, so it doesn't really in Lavar's cheek.
He's immune to piercing and slashing.
But
It makes a real like cacophonous ringing sound.
yeah, and you notice there's a strange purple fluid it's also coated in. Just the tip.
Just the tip has a strange purple fluid leaking out of it.
Almost
so
like it's
fans out.
Sexy kind of.
Sexy kind of.
What was that?
I don't know.
Who knows?
That was a pop.
Can everyone still hear me?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay, good. That's then Cookie. What are you doing?
Well, I scream, no, not again! I just got a family back! And so I just start grabbing whoever is close to me that is part of my family now, and I'm throwing him to the ground. Get on the ground! And then I lift up a table and I hide behind it.
Good,
All right,
good plan.
sweet. That's good. And you don't have to
Yeah.
frame that. That's all happening. Happenable. You're not gonna go to your daughter or anything like that?
Well, by my grandkids, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, well, like who's by me?
Yeah, so your grandkids, but not your daughter.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my first move, is to get my
Save your
grandkids to safety.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Peepaw, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Weepaw, Deeple. Whamma.
Okay, and then I take off my helmet and I put it on the dumb one.
Yeah.
Because he's my favorite.
I like how he's the oldest, and yet he's just like.
Yeah, Meemaw died.
All right, so a couple things are happening. You see Rainbow Bright, stand up, and 3 bolts hit him just like here, and he goes flying back. Cupcake kneels down next to him. She's upset and also enraged, and she grabs a hammer, and but first she looks at you, Cookie, to see almost like, can I go kick these guys' ass?
And I'm like, no!
She goes,
We're getting a lot of magic this episode.
Okay, so
So
what
magic
what
happens.
happens, Brian, with the magic? What special thing happens?
what happens is Crass Fartley leaps up because he sees that all these
Shit.
bolts are flying at and almost hit Mickleberry, his girlfriend, and he just goes, "You son of a bitch! I trusted you!" And rips open his shirt. He just says that. It's the thing he says. Rips off his shirt and just goes charging off across the field.
Yeah, remember the one time when I raged out? That was pretty cool,
And
wasn't
you
it?
just see him hit the first one he finds, and he just tears its arms off and smacks it back and forth like that.
Absolutely.
It's clearly some kind of magic.
Yeah, there's no flip for that. That magic.
Yeah, that just happens. That straight up happens.
Okay.
And so now other guests, some of the Fae and the dwarves are all returning fire because they're all armed.
Yeah, they're all armed.
Because this is a
wedding.
legitimate business family.
Yes.
So
there's tables upturned and there's
Yep.
people firing back and forth.
Yep.
Some of the hoods of the hooded figures, and see if they fall off, see if it reveals anything, Brian. Nope, the hood stayed on.
the hood stayed on.
Darn.
And but they keep shooting until you realize they still have the crossbows.
Rapid fire crossbows.
But now there's just clicking sounds, and they're still just sitting there, clicking. So what do you do now?
All right, LeVar, back to you.
They're out of ammo.
Seems like
I walk up and I'm gonna punch one of them.
Punch him?
Yeah, was he gonna shoot me with his bows that he doesn't have? His arrows?
Yeah, so, yeah,
All of your knuckles crack.
Boom, punched in the face, pow!
You hear like a metallic ringing sound.
Ow.
Its head kind of spins around.
And then, yep, and then sees the hood come down. It does, the hood falls away. And what do they see, Brian?
They see a very strange thing. They see it's a metal face, almost like a mask, with lots of little, so there's some gears there, some kind of clockwork going on. But you can see a little further down, its body is wood. It's like a kind of living tree plant creature with bits of metal kind of tacked on.
All right, good. Cicalia, you have several arrows in your body at the moment, and I would say you're in bad position. What do you do?
I'm gonna pull out all the arrows and fill the holes with mud to stop the bleeding.
Just straight up mud from
I
the
love it.
But I have to just rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, skill. That's a skill for sure. All right, let's see.
That is why you're my captain.
Okay, so you pull the arrows out, and your blood has a coagulant that when it mixed with the mud, that it sort of covers over the wounds, and you are not able to charge at them, but you're able to steady yourself.
Okay.
And you notice you're feeling kind of funny.
What was that purple stuff?
It's a little tingly.
Okay.
Not a good tingly. Bad tingly.
Okay, Brakka?
Now that I see they're out of ammunition, I go up to one of them, and I would try to turn its head all the way around.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what happens, Brian?
You just hear a snapping, tearing sound, and you pretty much break its neck. Its head comes right out.
Does it keep going? Is it a
I mean, you can
automaton?
keep going. There's just a lot of, and eventually,
its head faces backwards and it keeps moving, or like I break its neck and it's like.
You break its neck. It actually comes apart because you twisted it.
Okay.
So hard.
Does it crumble and fall?
Yeah, it crumbles, and I mean the head stays in your hands, and the rest of the body just kind of slumps over, falls down.
I'm going to be moving forward using this head as a weapon.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Cookie.
Cookie. So now I run over to Cupcake.
Yeah.
And I grab the hammer from Cupcake, and I was like, "No, you get your kids out of here. You're a parent, and you have a responsibility. I'll take care of this." And then actually, I go to what's his name? Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow. Yes, Yeah, I'm
Is
right
he
here.
alive?
Yeah,
he's alive, but he's not doing well. You see, he's kind of breathing shallowly.
Yeah. So
I've got asthma.
I look around for any kind of herb or any kind of food products or herbs.
Yeah, there's lots of food. Yeah, there's lots of food. I mean, she used
Can I
mud.
MacGyver something out of stuff on tables?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. So you look around, and it's like everything that would cause allergies, like shrimp and tree nuts and like.
Stupid Faye! Everybody knows if you're gonna have a party, you should have some healing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the good old healing herbs on the
You're
table.
gonna have some healing herbs out there, you know, maybe.
But he's breathing pretty heavy, but he says, "Go." What?
You hear Rainbow Dark take he also comes up to Rainbow Bright's side, and he dabs one of the wounds and he sniffs it. He goes, "That's nightshade. Nightshade poison."
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Deadly nightshade, the bad kind.
Oh, not just tomatoes, okay? Because I don't really like tomatoes so
You
much.
shouldn't talk, brother. You're not well.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Thank you very much, Rainbow 2. I know what nightshade is.
All right, fine. Just
Rainbow
trying to
as
help.
well. Okay. So all this is happening. Do the hooded figures do anything, or are they just standing there?
They're just kind of standing there, pretty much. Some are still like click, 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 click,
Yeah.
doing that.
Is the group out of combat, or are they still?
I'd say, yeah, you're pretty much. I mean, the rest of the party that dwarves and the Fae all around, pretty much finish him off.
Okay.
You see, as Cupcake tries to pull Mickleberry away, she takes out some sort of weird Fae blaster rod thing and just like shoots 3 of them in the head from where she is across the way. So she's clearly got some experience. And then it's quiet.
I don't know about you guys, but this is the best wedding I've ever been to. It's so fun.
Yes, I agree, I say, stepping over the dead old lady.
Woo! And Brakka probably does some sort of bellow to the sky out of joy and rage, because that's how it works. But I'd like to examine the bodies.
Yeah, all right. So you go do that.
Let's see if you can detect anything on those bodies.
Yeah. So you can see the clockwork is very it's very what's the word I'm looking for here?
Orange?
Get out of here.
Yes, that's orange. They're orange kind of metal.
I'm just kidding.
It's an orange metal, copper. It's very intricate. That's what you can tell.
Okay.
It's intricate.
Detailed and
And you would know that this is dwarven handiwork.
And this is definitely an automata. It's not like a...
Yes, these are clearly some kind of biomechanical things, because you know
like a supercomputer.
Like a supercomputer.
I'd like to... my new weapon, can I see if there's anything in its mouth?
Sure. You can look.
Okay, yeah.
You just look in there and you see a strange kind of crystal, a little glowing crystal.
Oh, what color is it?
It is emerald.
Ah, cool.
And you know from that, and the fact that these strange wooden bodies have somehow also been enchanted, that's straight up Fae magic.
So you're saying it's a marriage between dwarven building and Fae magic?
That's what it is. So it would seem. Right now,
It's almost like Brian wrote that part.
Almost. Maybe he did.
Maybe not. It's all improvised.
Yep.
Or
Except
is
for
it?
a few parts, maybe.
Most of it.
All right.
Cool. I share this information with my party, and I keep the crystal. It's mine.
All right.
I get Rainbow into the kitchen, and I start rooting around for anything in the kitchen that I can use: peppers, chilies, any kind of spices, cumin, like whatever I can do to whip up an antidote for the nightshade and try to make them better.
All right, let's see. So as you're going through it, you find the right thing. You're tasting, you're smelling, and Rainbow Bright drinks it, and immediately color starts coming back to his face, and he's feeling better, although very weak. Oh, Pa, you saved me.
Oh, Pa.
You saved my brother, said Rainbow Dark.
either of you, I did it for Cupcake.
Yes, because tonight we have to celebrate our nuptials. I'm just kidding, Dad. It's just a little bit of.
Well, you're not in any condition to be celebrating no nuptials.
Just a little bit
that much right now.
Yes, I don't have much life in me right now, but I'll wait a week or two, and
She's like, Rainbow.
I'll make up for it. Cupcake. I'll make up for it.
Oh, I love this conversation. Yeah, tell me more about how you're gonna plow my daughter.
She slaps you for saying that. She's like, excuse me.
I think I should go lay down. Because I got to get all my energy up for later this week.
Rainbow's like, well, sure, you're laying down, but you're not doing it here. They could come back. There could be more of them.
Oh, I know, Pat.
We should go to Fae Town. That's where we need to go. You'll be safe there.
Oh, Fae Town.
And,
I fucking hate it.
Listen, I know you came here to Mistfield on the border of the Fae country and the outer world, but you should be with your people.
Before we go any further, maybe we should do a bit of a recap of what happened on the episode thus far.
Sure, I think that sounds good.
Yeah, before we go to Fae Town. Okay, so.
Or not.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. All right, Brian, what has happened so far in this episode? Do we have to change the objective?
I would say find out what's going on. Who attacked the Coral Irons.
Who attacked? Yeah.
The Coral Iron family.
Who attacked? Find out.
So,
so what happened?
They went with Cookie's daughter, Cupcake, who we thought was dead. But she has in fact been here, married for many years, to a Fey, which Cookie doesn't like because the Fey killed a different brand of Fey, killed his wife a long time ago, and made him work on a pirate ship. That's how he met Cicalia and the gang. So they go to this party. They've met the grandchildren of Cookie, the children of Cupcake, his daughter, and Rainbow.
Yes.
And then in the middle of the party, they were attacked by crossbow-wielding some kind of automatons who are
Fey and Dwarven
Fey and
inspired.
Dwarven technology. So it's anyone's guess as to who it was.
So the family, would you say, is they are well-connected family?
Oh yes, they are very much. Both sides, really.
And who runs the family? Who runs the Iron family?
Well, on the Coral Iron family, Rainbow's the head of it.
Okay, Rainbow's the head of it?
Yeah. And Sunny does a lot of the, well, normally, Sunny handles a lot of it too. He's kind of supposed to be the heir.
Yes, that is true.
But right now he's drunk himself stupid.
Yes, he is very, very stupid. Special mark, Fay Ray was killed in the melee.
Who? Oh, man.
Fay Ray, it's right there in the chat, Fay Ray. There's a guy named Ray Donovan. He died, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The Fay Ray Donovan.
Okay.
And so now they have to decide to either go to Faytown or maybe somewhere else. As a dwarf walks into the room. No, you can't go to Faytown. It's me, your cousin, Miso. Miso Fontaine. Cookie, it's good to see you again. It's been too long.
Hey, free Miso! Come here! Give me a cookie!
This guy over here. You embrace each other.
Whoa. Why we gotta go to Dwarf Town?
Well, it's the only place that's safe. We don't know what's happening here. We don't know what these weird fairy assassins were. Rainbow, of course, disagrees. No, those were dwarves. You saw. They used the crossbows. They had the weird mechanical mumbo jumbo heads there.
Brakka speaks up and goes, actually, I found this emerald crystal that is, I'm assuming, Fey related in the mouth of this one. And I'm assuming if we went around the mouths of all of them, we'd find more of these bad boys.
All of a sudden, Brakka is like the master detective. I love it. We've done some good detective work in the last couple
She got
episodes.
that flip.
It's great.
She got that flip.
Your experience points, you're putting them in good skills.
Into perception.
Yes, into perception.
Yeah.
Let's see if Funky Town is an option. I do want to see if Funky Town is an option. It is an option.
Hey, we should go to Funky Town.
Says one of the grandkids.
One of the
drunk one with the helmet on?
Suddenly
Yeah,
like,
let's go to Funky Town. We Funky Town. Okay. So
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
oh, we could go to that's down right by Q Bay. That's by my neck of the woods, says Rigatoni.
and then it says, but before you go, we should check out the armory and see if there's anything that anything we can pick up. So they go down to the armory, and there's some weapons to gather up. Let's see here, what do we got? There is this
The semi-sonic staff.
the semi-sonic staff.
Ah.
There. We've had that
Oh
one.
yeah, I think LeVar has that, right? The horn of Aha.
Yeah. Mirror and a mirror of man.
Mirror of Man.
Yeah. All those things.
items.
There's also, so those are the two big magic items. There's also some repeating crossbows that has a circular, like a Tommy gun style with bolts in it.
Yep.
One of those.
Yeah. There's also if there's any suggestions on what's in the armory, you can drop it in the screen and we'll use that.
Especially maybe like a two-handed weapon that might be made out of, I don't know, something that has an arrow in the middle. Maybe it's familial in some way.
Trask goes, oh my gosh.
There's a rainbow.
I have a replica. It's out in my cart. Can I go get it? It goes out.
Okay. So as he's running back in,
Oh, man.
let's see if he makes it to you with this replica.
Care Bear shields.
Yep,
A Care Bear shield.
Nope. As he runs over the threshold of the house, he trips and falls and breaks Big Sister too.
Well, it was clearly a replica and
Yeah.
like made of plaster, and
Yeah,
it never would
was-
have held
yeah,
that
it
been
would-
bad.
The first hit would have broken it anyways. There's a shield there with a Care Bear, Rainbow Care Bear shield. There's just a big medallion that has a big sun on it. Yeah, so there's some cool things there you can grab. There's regular swords and armor and
Couple single use, kind of pistol type, little single shot pistols.
yeah, it's like it's called like a little blunderbuss where you just like throw
Yeah.
nails
Oh, yeah,
and shit
I got
in
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have one
Yeah.
of those too? Yeah.
Yeah. So you kit yourself out a little bit. So there's three choices. There's Dwarven Town, there's Fey Town, and there's Funky Town. There's three
Down in
three
Cubay.
places to go.
Are we going to choose after the break?
Yes, we are. So if you are in the chat there, let us know what might be in Fey Town or Dwarven Town or Funky Town to help our adventurers decide where they are going to go. Are they going to be able to find out who attacked the Coral Irons family? Are they going to get to Fey Town? Is it going to be Dwarven Town? Is it going to be Funky Town? We will find out when we take a little bit of a break.
What might they meet along the way?
What might they meet along the way? Yep, there's machine fish guns. That's great. There's guns that just shoot fish heads, rotten fish heads at people.
Fish heads.
And they'll make
Roly-poly fish heads?
and they'll make them sick to their stomach. So give us some ideas of what monsters they might meet along the way, what would be in Dwarf Town or Fey Town. You know, some of it might get used, some of it might not. So throw it out there. We'll see when we come back from a little bit of a break, and we will see what the adventures will do. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Woohoo! Sexy Hackers. Hello and welcome.
We're here.
We are back here, the second half of episode 10 of No Dice on Sexy Hackers. We've got Nick, we've got Dave, we've got Stacy, we've got Liv, we got Brian. We are playing tonight in the world of the Feyfather, the old Godfather. We are sponsored by Sexy Hackers clothing, which is great. I'm wearing a Sexy Hackers hat. I've got the Dream Big shirt on. We've got some other cool shirts happening. Nick, what are you wearing tonight?
I am wearing a
A big dragon!
dragon.
5 months. Man.
Delia, we're gonna do our fashion show, but let me know what you want the song to be in the style of. So put that in the chat, De Leon. There, 5 months. That's 5 months we've been doing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe an instrument you'd like me to play with instead of just the piano.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow, guys.
Okay.
I
So
have
what
it
are
on
you
here.
wearing, Nick?
I am wearing a polo shirt, but instead of a man playing polo, it is a little headless horseman.
Okay. Awesome.
That is such a good shirt.
Chanting monks.
Every time I see
All
it.
right, Stacy, what you got?
Mine says straight out of hit points.
Nice. Which is topical.
Topical.
I don't know. Liv, what are you wearing?
Mine says chaotic neutral. I like to keep all my options on the table.
You can read well upside down.
Thank you. Cat hair not included with
Nice.
purchase.
Nice. And Dave, what are you wearing?
Mine's a tour shirt for the Floppies, an imaginary band made of floppy disks, if you're old enough to remember what those are.
I really love that shirt.
I had some
I like
fun
that
with
it has both kind of floppy disks.
Yeah,
Or-
it's true.
well, one of them is
3.5
actually
and
floppy.
2.5.
Yeah.
Them shits were big.
I used to call the little ones hard disks because
Yeah, that's what
they
they call
were
them too.
hard.
Tough plastic,
they're
yeah.
hard.
Used
I
to
would
whip
call
them
them
at
too.
people. I used to have a stack and whip them at people
Yeah.
out on my school bus.
It's like
Dang.
ninja stars.
Oh my god, this
Yeah.
is so
Wow.
dangerous.
You were such a punk kid.
Yeah, I was.
Now they're
Okay,
posters.
so the party here, we are playing No Dice on Sexy Hackers here on Twitch. And there's a couple of things I want to give a little highlight shout out to. If you want to see something happen, we use a fake coin to see that. So there's that fake coin. You can type flip for it or give us the Sexy Hack flip emote. So that's a way to participate in the campaign. You can also chat in the chat, which is really helpful. And you can also sexy hack magic, and you can have the magic meter increase. Once that's completely full, then something extraordinary will happen. In the first half, we saw an orc rage out and rip limbs off of an enemy and beat other enemies with those limbs.
I think LeVar had a bad feeling about this, too.
Yes, his LeVar sense was tingling. So
I didn't know it was going to happen.
No, you didn't.
But I had a bad feeling.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. When you alerted, you could see the people.
Yeah, so De Leon wants his subscription song to be like chanting monks.
I mean, I got a choir.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
That one? All
That
right.
sounds very evil like the other one, too. That's good. All right, here we go.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. De Leon, where you can see troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everyone knows your name.
Thwack.
All right, hallelujah is right. Okay, so we're back in the stately manor of the coral wings.
Coral Iron.
Coral Iron because they merged.
She was a flint iron and he was a coral wing.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
now they're the Coral Iron family.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah,
sounds
Coral Iron.
Coral Iron. The
Family.
Coral Iron family.
And in the back room of the patriarch of the family.
There's Miso,
Yeah, Miso.
the cousin of Cookie.
Yeah, but he's the oldest one. But Miso, Rainbow has taken over for Miso.
He's the...
Well, Miso's the dwarf and Rainbow is the fae, right?
Yes.
We're like in between between two families right now, right?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Right, so Miso's kind of the head of the dwarf
Yeah.
side of things, and Rainbow's the head of the fae side of things.
Younger.
Because there was a marriage, and that makes all
Yeah,
the
I mean, if you're
problems go
thinking of
away.
like, I don't know, like actors who might play these characters, I mean, one might
Right.
be like Marlon Brando, and the other might be like, I don't know, Al Pacino.
Maybe.
But Irish.
Or some of them.
Irish Al Pacino.
Or maybe that middle brother might be Al Pacino. The
See,
one with
then-
the scar on his face.
Yeah, that's true. That might be also another.
There's a couple of Al Pacino characters that I'm noticing.
Yeah. Well,
and my grandkids.
there might be. Yeah.
They're all Al Pacino.
They're Al Pacino.
Okay.
Yeah, Sonny's late stage Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you have to decide: are you going to Funky Town, are you going to Dwarf Town, or are you going to Fey Town?
Here's what I say. This is my family, and I'm not gonna let them slip away, and I'm gonna protect them this time. So, Cupcake, you should take your kids down to Funky Town, along with your husband there, Rainbow, right? And then the rest of us are gonna stay here and try to figure out who tried to kill you. That way, you're gonna hang low, and no one's gonna go to one place or the other.
Oh, you're thinking we should split up the party?
That's right. We should split up the party.
Split up the
Oh,
party.
that's a really difficult way to handle the stories, I'll just say. There's a lot of bipping and bopping back and forth.
Right.
Maybe I'll go in one town and then we'll just have a good time at that one place.
Right. I mean, they are trying to kill us, Dad, so you're sending us away. And you stay
Well,
here?
I saw Mickleberry, and she can handle herself, and her boyfriend's pretty badass, and you know, and here's your hammer back. And
Thank you. Well, and I mean, your friends seem like they can handle themselves. Except for is the octopus lady okay?
Dying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that octopus lady okay? Did anyone?
oh, jeez, Stacy Pete's.
Cicalia passes out from the poison because nobody seemed to check.
was gonna say.
to see if anything was wrong
checked
with
on her.
the poison.
I take some of the poison antidote that I made for Rainbow, and I start putting it on.
Yeah, because you already made antidote. You just didn't give it to her.
I was worried about my family.
All right, let's see if it does anything. It does. You begin to perk up, and you respond to it pretty well. It seems like it's just what you needed. Little hair of the dog in there.
Just what I'm needing.
More poison.
Yeah, there's a little bit of poison in there, just a tiny bit of poison, you know. Nothing says like cure of poison, like a little bit of poison.
It's like a vaccination.
Yeah, exactly. Homeopathic.
All I'm saying is that maybe you should take the kids down to Funky Town, and then I'll go with my cousin Miso over here, and then this Rainbow number 2 over there, and we're gonna go to one town or to other and try to find the other people, so I don't have to worry about.
Okay, so just as this happens, the door slams open, and in comes one of the lieutenants of the Coral Iron family. And
Luco Roxy.
Yeah, Luco Roxy, and a knife plunged into his chest with a note on it, and he falls to the ground, dead.
Everybody look out!
That's one way to get a message across.
I look out.
I'm gonna take the note and read it.
What's it say, Cap?
Says, get out if you want to live.
I get out.
Well, I want to live.
On the back side there's a whole bunch of glitter
No.
and a like lipstick mark.
It wasn't me, but I recognize this lipstick. You can tell by the matte finish that it's not homemade and that it's clearly made by June Boland.
June Boland.
It's made by June Boland. And that's dark purple. And the name of this color is Nightshade. Is that significant?
Well, I would imagine that it'd probably be significant considering we were almost poisoned by Nightshade.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, that was what that was.
That's what it was. Getting shot at by Nightshade.
So I don't. Maybe the lipstick named Nightshade. Yeah, probably does have something to do with the story that's been told.
Then it could have been a coincidence. It could have been an odd coincidence.
Tony,
Stranger
Tony's
things
like,
have happened.
wait a minute, June Boland. That's there's a factory down in Quebec by Funky Town that they make these. My accent is going to change based on how ridiculous it
I like
feels
how
it's
you
getting.
you introduce so many characters just to piss Nick off in his recap. There's no way he's gonna remember any of
bunch
these
of
things.
characters, people, all voiced by Brian.
It's like, Dad, I'll get you a family tree with everyone's name. I know it's awkward at reunions. You're like, who are these people? I don't know them.
That'd be great, thank you. All right, looks like we're all going to Funky Town.
Won't you take me too?
Yeah, everybody just go on Funky. Is there a dirigible or something that we can ride down there?
Can we take the horses that the robots fell off of?
Sure. There's robot horses. There's dirigibles. Nick, if you want to explain what a dirigible is for everybody, so they know.
Dirigible is a personal flying machine.
Great.
Yeah.
Like a bicycle with helicopter blades on the top.
Oh.
Yep. Have you
Brakka's
ever
gonna
seen
take an entire body of the
the what?
automaton.
Oh, you're just gonna carry around like a dummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to look at it further.
So you're gonna.
Detective Brakka, like subplot is starting. I love it.
Yeah, this is good. So Funky Town is where you decide to go, but the road to Funky Town has many villainous creatures that line the roads, and they are not to be taken lightly. So we'll see what happens on the road. To where, Liv?
To Funky Town.
That's right. Okay. So you gather up your stuff. LeVar, what did you take from the armory? What do you have in your weaponry?
I brought the repeating crossbow.
Repeating crossbow. Good. Brakka?
Brakka took a two-handed sword, but she took two of them because for her they're one-handed swords.
Okay, sounds good. That's fine with me. Cicalia?
I was dying when they were in the armory. So.
You have a chance to go there.
I believe there was. Let's see.
So
There was the semisonic staff and the mirror of man.
And then there was also Care Bear shield.
Yep.
He's got the Care Bear
I got
shield.
the Care Bear shield and a couple of a brace of pistols.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what they're called.
Yep. And then there was this medallion that had a big smiling sun on it, and then there was the semisonic staff, which does what?
The semisonic staff, it casts a spell of time closing, compelling enemies to become magically intoxicated and flee the area.
Okay, that seems like Cicalia.
Yeah, we'll take that.
For sure.
Only works at night, though.
That's fine. And the medallion that I invented and made up is a smiley face, and if you shine it at someone, it blinds them.
Sure, I'll take that too.
All right. And then the mirror of man. Did anyone take that?
I'll take it.
All right. That's a small magical hand mirror. When you look into it, it causes a state of deep personal reflection, inspires whoever sees themselves to make some kind of fundamental change in their behavior.
Definitely not for me.
I accidentally.
Well, it can be used on either friends or foes.
I already accidentally used it. That's why I've been doing so much detective work.
You already looked at it.
That's true. It's good. I like it. We can all change as people. We are not fundamentally programmed to do the same thing over and over. Hopefully, please, God. please. Okay, so you are on the road to Funky Town, and you travel there. And let's see who's with you. We have
Rainbow Dark.
Rainbow Dark is with you.
Yep. I think all the grandchildren. So the whole pride. Miso Flint Iron, who's like the dwarven.
grandkids went. They're like being. Are they like going and hiding? I think that's what Cookie wanted to do, and the rest of them are gonna go fight.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, I mean, I was gonna send him to Funky Town because that was the one place that I knew maybe wasn't gonna be. You know, I don't trust the Fae and I don't trust the dwarves right now.
Yeah, but it turns out Funky Town is not good.
Well,
So
they're safe with us, and we're a big group now. So you get your wish. I'm not gonna split us up because I still don't trust the dwarves or the Fae.
Okay, so they're coming. The whole group is coming with, and we'll sort out how they interact with.
there's a lot of them.
Okay. So
I mean, unless I mean, they're all grown-ups, the grandkids, so they can make their own decisions.
No, they come with. It's fine.
They're all coming with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on your way, there it looks to be a den of some sort of animal on the road to Funky Town. It looks like a large animal too. Big outcrop of rocks and looks like a cave.
Oh, jeez. Please don't let it be mountain lions. What a pain, mountain lions.
This kind of thing that you don't like mountain lions.
They're just a pain.
She's looking in that mirror just way too much.
I had to fix my lip stuff.
Okay.
Another thing that would be awful is if it was a bunch of badgers.
Oh,
That would be pretty bad too. Don't want that.
Let's see if whatever's in that cave you come across. No, whatever it is that you hear the snoring, and you see Z's coming out of the cave.
Oh well, clearly it's a snake. Let's just keep moving.
So my horse tiptoes past.
Yeah, tiptoes past.
All our horses tiptoe.
Clap, clap.
Very good.
Even the flying machine is tiptoeing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's in the flying machine?
Oh, I don't know. I assume someone is.
I thought it was just like a drone.
Oh yeah, no, it's not really a drone. It's personable. It's personable. Okay, so as you
Talks to
continue on
stuff.
along, Rainbow Dark it talks to Cicalia. Oh, how did you get hooked up with Cookie?
Oh, well, I am the captain of the ship, and he came to work with me, and now we're BFFs for life.
Yeah, but what keeps you together? Because I I can't quite see it, all you four together. The orc and a octopus lady. Yes, and then
Okay, so I'm the octopus lady that you're talking to.
Oh yeah, I forgot. And he looks down and he's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I could only see the top of you.
Right.
And some bony guy and a dwarf. Why are you all together really though?
Listen, different kinds of people can be friends with each other. Dwarves just don't have to be friends with dwarves. Fae don't just have to be friends with Fae. We're in this together. We're a team.
Yes, and everyone has bones. I'll have you know everyone has bones.
That's true.
Unless you're an
Right.
insect.
Everyone may look at you weirdly, like I
Or a
suppose
gelatinous
they-
mass.
Yes.
Well, except for
Most
the
gelatinous masses have bones. They're
Yeah,
just
those are
other
not
people's
theirs,
bones.
yeah.
Yes.
except for the squisilians, of course.
Yes.
They're
oh.
just squid people.
Yeah, but fuck those guys.
Fuck the
Disgusting.
squisilians.
Yeah,
I hate
Gross.
them.
I had to kill you for even referencing that.
those inky bastards.
Right. I never liked them.
Yeah, but like, I'm really intrigued. A group of people so different would come together with a common good. I mean, what? I mean, like, why?
For the common good, you basically just answered your own question.
Yeah, but most of the time, the common person sucks. In my estimation.
He has a point.
Why help people that you don't really even know?
You gotta do something, kid. You gotta do something.
Who is
Might
this?
as well help people you don't know.
Who is this kid you
I'm
keep
calling
talking
you
about?
kid.
Right.
Oh, I'm the kid.
I'm
oh,
the kid.
okay. I'm pretty old. I'm about 16,000 years old.
Right.
Because I'm a Fey guy.
Yeah, it's weird. Our time doesn't work the same.
Yeah, I mean, a minute is like 1,000 years for us, but it's okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess. I just never thought if helping people could help me. I don't know. He says, "Do you mind if I give you something?" I was told by an old street person to give this gift to someone, and I would know the right time to give it to them. And they handed me this, and he opens up his hand, and it's a key.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it. See, now, did that make you feel good? Wasn't that nice?
Yeah, I mean, there was a weight on my soul that felt like it was a pain, and now I feel a relief. I guess I never thought of helping people would be a good thing.
Do I feel pain in my soul the second I touch this key?
No,
Okay.
no he just had a burden like lifted from him.
Okay.
You feel the wind at your back, and you feel the sun shining on your face.
Oh, that's nice.
You feel like you could go for a round of whiskey.
Always.
So as this is happening out in front of you, out from the woods, steps a plain-clothes Englishman with a very large sword.
Hey, who are you?
Well, I'm the Twinkie Kid.
Twinkie kid.
What's your business, Twinkie Kid?
Well, I have a little toll operation.
So,
If you're crossing this road, I expect a toll.
how much?
Do you know who we are? Says Miso.
No, Miso, don't start no trouble.
Does he know who we are? Does he know the kind of people
I mean, come on, honestly, Miso. You're really gonna ask that question? There's no good answer to that question. It's either, yes, I know who you are and I don't give a shit, or B, I don't know who you are, so you're not as big as you think you are. So maybe you should keep that in your pocket and we can talk to this nice man.
All right, let's see if he knows
Is
who
he, I
you
just
are.
want to know, is he talking to me?
Oh, I do. It's
you
the
would-
infamous Miso.
Yes, that's right. Miso Flintine of the Flintine family.
Are you trying to go to Funky Town?
How do you know we're going to Funky Town? This is just the road to Funky Town. I mean, there's
no
other stops
road
along the way.
There's no other road that go. This is the only. This is the.
Maybe.
Now I feel like
We could,
I feel like we're trying.
well, why don't we just,
Well,
well, maybe if you both,
Maybe it's none of your business.
all right. Let's see if you can charm. Let's see if that charms him. If it isn't, no. He pulls out the sword and he says, "This is how I make a living. If you got a problem with that, pony up.
So I have got a gold medallion, so I'm like, oh, here, I've got a tool for you, but then I shine it in his face.
Okay, you're trying to shine him?
Yeah.
And he reflects it off the sword onto you and blinds
And
the group for a second.
his monocle, it bounces off his monocle and right back.
Right back at you.
My eye!
Wait, are we all blinded now?
Yeah, for one turn. He comes running at you with his master sword.
He's got a master sword?
Yeah. And he let's see who's the closest. LeVar. He knocks your torso off your hips. So you guys out of the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Looks like I'm not walking.
Oh my god, your friend fell in half. He's dead.
That's normal for me.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Okay. So, Cookie, what do you do?
Oh, god damn it! I know where this is going. So
You hear as you say that, you hear Mickleberry say the exact same thing. Like, I know where this is going.
So I take out a pistol and I shoot blindly, but not towards where Mickleberry said something. And that's what I do. Just shooting blind.
Shooting blind, blunderbuss style. You miss, and you hit the horse. Weren't you riding on a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit the horse, and it knocks the horse's head off.
Just goes error, error, error.
Creepiest horse ever.
Is off. Okay. Brakka?
Am I still blind?
No, you're unblinded now. Just give him he get the first attack.
What kind of being is he?
He's an Englishman.
Englishman human?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick him up and throw him as far away as possible.
Classic Brakka.
All right, let's see it. So
Nice.
as you try to pick him up, he slips through your hands because all Irish are slippery.
Oh, he's English.
Oh, English.
Is it
Damn
English?
it, the joke was failed because I said
He
the wrong
colonizes your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, you're now.
Guys, there's like a tiny flag in my hand right now.
You're the Commonwealth.
Where did this come from?
Crass Fartley is like, that was a good effort though. That was a really good effort. That was awesome.
Crass, you're really wearing out your welcome back there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man.
Celia, you go.
I can see now. And I have a headless horse. I'm a headless.
Yep, you're on a headless horse. Yep.
I have so it's the headless horse. There's the pun there.
You're a headless horse woman
Yeah.
right now.
But I still have my head.
Yeah, the horse it does.
So
Goes both
the guy's just standing there because she just dropped in. I'm gonna use my worm lasso and I'm just gonna tie him up,
Okay, you're gonna try to
wrangle him.
Worm lasso
Yeah.
his ass. Okay, so you're able to get the lasso and around him, and his arms are tucked down, and the sword falls to the ground. He is not happy about that. Oh! How dare you!
I say.
I'm indignant!
I'm indignant.
I'm indignant! What? Well, fine, why don't you just leave? Go to Funky Town. Fine.
No. We have to teach him a lesson. A lesson he won't forget. Well, he will forget because he'll be dead because we're gonna kill him.
Well, that's not much of a lesson, so.
Well, we'll put like a note on him. It says this is what happens when you try to charge a toll or something. I don't know.
Why don't we just chop off his good sword hand?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so, Cookie, it's your turn. You're gonna try to chop off his hand.
Yeah. So I take his masterwork sword
Yep.
and I chop off his hand.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if you get all the way through on the first blow. Yep, you clear out. You take off his sword hand, and he's just like blood is
And then I
everywhere.
show this, like, see this? I keep it now. I keep it. and I just put it in my mouth.
Oh, my word, I'm bleeding everywhere. Oh my. Oh, I'm surely die unless someone helps me with this wound. Oh,
Can I take one of the worms off and just tie it around?
like a
and stuff?
tourniquet?
So, yeah.
Okay, let's see if a tourniquet's in or not. Okay, yep, so he's got a worm rope tourniquet. It's so gross. Yep, so now he only has a left hand. And the road to Funky Town seems to be clear.
So I think he's got my worms now. I don't think I have this anymore. He's got it.
Well, I mean, you got the one. Yeah, I would say that worms stay with him.
Oh, you gave him worms.
I did.
Brakka?
They saved his life.
Before we leave, I collect that horse head because I think it might come in handy later.
Damn. Wink.
But I'm still
That
riding
worked out
this
really
horse.
well.
Yeah.
I also give the Masterwork sword to Brakka.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now you have 3 swords. Yeah, now you have like an encumbrance, I think, for sure. Like you're slower because you got this dummy and this horse head and 3 swords.
So you're still carrying the sign from like
Yeah, the sign from
Crash is like, I can hold one of your swords for you. I mean, not use it, but just like hold it, like in a bag.
And I give him one of the 2-handed swords, and I keep. And you said it's the Orc Master Sword?
Sure. Whatever. Yeah.
Sure. It was just the Master sword that dude had.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Orc
James
Master Sword.
Boland Master Sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's an orc master.
Okay. So as this happens, a whole cavalcade of Funky Town citizens come and greet you. They have their hair is full of glitter. They have huge bell-bottom pants, platform shoes with dead fish floating in the heel, and just bags of cocaine that they spray in the air like it's nothing.
My kind of town.
And
I have that letter still, so I'm gonna put the glitter from the letter all over me so I match them.
Okay, and they come to you, and they try to what would you say, like apprehend you? They're trying to. They're not like a welcoming party. They're trying to like. Yeah, they're trying to.
Looks like they're
Stop us?
Oh, they're coming at us?
Yeah, they're coming at you,
they're funky.
and they're dancing. So they stop right before they get to you, and they survey you, and they look and they point at you like this. And they're like, "You coming to Funky Town? Or what?"
And I'm all glittery now, so I'm gonna do it back to him and be like, well, just as funky as you.
And they're like, "Oh, damn, girl. I want you in my Funky Town. Come with me."
No, that's not very
And you'll see.
It's cool, we're with her.
It's a world of pure funk imagination. And they dance the whole way back to Funky Town. The big disco ball gates open, shining all over the place. And there you see, it's a crazy mixture of a whole different like groups of people. There's locks everywhere, and people just have huge bundles of keys. Because it's a funky town.
They have a lot of key parties.
They have a lot of key parties. They pull.
Everybody put your keys in a bowl.
Yeah, everybody put their keys in a bowl. And there's all locks everywhere where people are constantly trying to use all their different keys to open up the locks. They're all dressed up. If you think of Ziggy Stardust, they have face paint on and denim jumpsuits that like the V goes all the way down to their crotch. It's a funky, magical place. It feels almost like everything is like running just a click faster than the rest of the world. Almost like they're all just jazzed beyond
Almost like they're constantly on cocaine.
Yes. Okay. Brian?
All right. This is my kind of town, says Rigatoni. Your grandson. All right.
That's my grandson, all right.
We're back in town. Let's go to my mansion. Of course I have a mansion. Why wouldn't I have a mansion?
Ooh, it's got a mansion.
Who said I didn't have a mansion? Anyone say anything at my mansion?
We all look at each other like,
Okay, good.
Nobody said anything.
No one's saying you don't have a mansion, Rick.
Okay, good.
if I'm honest, you kind of just like scream mansion. What with that completely white suit with the purple pocket square you got going on?
Well, thank you. I try to put on a good image, you know. So you go, you head on over to his beachside mansion.
Oh yeah, and there's cars lined up on his fancy cars. And
Yep, fancy cars.
That's what I know about that character.
Funky town. Yep. It's a big old mansion. There's armed guards everywhere. They are. You notice they are Fey. They're Fey. And so he invites you in. And he says, "Okay, what's the plan?"
Well, I guess we can lay low here, and then I'll go out and try to find. I don't know. I'm not good at planning things. I just want to smash something. They're trying to kill my grandkids.
Yeah, I know that. I'm one of them. I'm one of your grandkids. I mean, we gotta figure out who did this, right? Don't suppose anyone of you is a detective.
No, there was a time where I had to solve a crime and I was terrible at it. Just awful.
Brakka shows up and she's got a fedora from somewhere.
Hey, my fedora, you found the closet. Help yourself.
Oh, that's right. I'm kind of a beginning detective. I found my passion. So hang on, I missed the first part of what we're talking about.
We're trying to
Such
figure
a good
out.
detective. I mean, I sleep a lot, but I'm a narcoleptic detective.
We're trying to figure out who's trying to kill us.
Oh, right, okay,
killed
we're
my
still on
father,
that. Well,
all
I
of
have the
us.
body of the assassins still, or one of the bodies.
Let's look if there's any identifying markers on the body there.
And I send it right on
Sure
top of
is.
the table.
There's some identifying things on there. Brian, what do we have?
There's some runes, some dwarven runes etched into the metal on the inside of the skull. And there's also some Fey, you can tell it's Fey magic, like a carving on the body as well.
Yeah.
These things.
In the corner, there's just a bunch of dwarves just braiding each other's hair,
Yeah.
like laughing, and like their beards are getting,
Oh yeah, anyone want their beard braided? Let me know now. Or
This-
whatever braided.
I'm already getting my beard braided.
Yeah, for sure. They're
I'm
like
already over there.
French twist.
You know what? Any kind of twist you like. Upside down, sideways, in and out. Couple. Make me look beautiful.
Oh, Cookie, you've always been beautiful.
They're braided by tentacles
Yeah,
together.
I was thinking. It's funny. Yeah, they're braiding the tentacles. Special Mark said armpit braids, but I immediately thought nipple hair braids. There's
so
just
sensitive.
so many braids. You just like braids.
It's like a rope going from one nipple to the other.
Cupcake is also getting her beard braided because she's got a beard, of course.
Of course, he has a beard.
She's like, I want us to match. Dad.
Yep.
Okay, so we got those runes. Any ideas? Maybe LeVar want to look at those runes, see if they can.
And I will be happy to attempt to decipher these runes.
All right, let's see what we
I do
got.
it. I do that.
The
I do it
runes.
poorly.
Yeah, they seem to be a dwarven, but not magical.
Oh.
I mean, there's so many dwarves there. I mean, I don't know. Do any of the dwarves, Brian, know what they say?
It's like a very. It basically says generic. It's essentially. It's like a dwarven word for generic brand.
So no help at all.
Not much.
I mean, we've got the clue that we have dwarves and
Thanks,
Fae
Brian.
working together.
Thanks.
Wait a minute.
Wait, Cookie. For years and years and years, Fae and dwarves have been diametrically opposed.
Yeah, like oil and water.
Yeah. So it would take someone who's a very skilled builder of things to build this, right? This isn't
Yeah,
like
well,
all dwarves can make these
Good
cogs.
anyway. Hey, could you put some fuses in my beard too? Just for later.
Sure.
Do you guys know of any sort of dwarven mechanic who might live nearby that we can ask him if he knows anything about this?
So, do you know any dwarf mechanics?
Well, sure, there's a couple in the area, but I don't see. Well, I suppose we could go see them. There's the Junk Iron family. It's related to us, but they're, I don't know, they're kind of, what's the word? Trash. They're trash people. But, I suppose that would be somewhere to start. We could go ask them.
All right. And before we go, looking at the cogs, do the cogs look old or new?
Let's see. New would be green, old would be red. They are very new.
They're
shiny,
very new. Okay, cool.
Wrought.
Okay. Yeah, why don't we go talk to this Junk Iron family?
All right.
I have a pipe and a notebook now. Nobody knows where they're coming from.
Just kind of looking like Tony's like, those aren't mine. I don't know where she got those ones.
There's no time to waste. Let's go.
All right. So who's going? Just the main party?
Who wants to come?
And Rainbow Dog says, I'll come too.
All right,
Just
so-
want to make sure that my family's interests are represented.
Which, yeah, I don't see anything suspicious about that.
And
I don't know what
Michael.
you're talking about. Not suspicious as he looks left and right, left and right, left and right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I don't see anything suspicious about that at all.
All right, as long as we're on the same page.
We are on totally the same page. You want to do a bump of coke?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And Alfredo, just before you leave, go. Oh, Tony, we got that meeting to go to, with those business partners. We gotta go to that, right?
Which one is Tony again?
Tony's
Scarface.
Scarface.
Okay.
The one with the scar on his face.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, Tony.
We're staying at his mansion.
Yeah.
We got that meeting. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
we got that meeting to go to.
Why don't you go, okay? You go, Alfredo. You go to this meeting. I got things to take care of here,
It's weird that he scheduled a meeting in Funky Town today. Like, you weren't expecting to be here.
It's just some new clients, that's all.
It's fine.
All right, so you're all going with, you're going to the Junk Iron family?
Okay, so as you walk down the very shiny rainbow streets of Funky Town, people start looking at you and they start speaking in whispers. You make it to the junkyard. What does it look like, Brian?
Well, a junkyard. There's metals of all different kinds scattered around, copper, tin, not a lot of steel or anything, but just kind of in heaps. There's a big barbed wire fence around the place. You see chained in the corner is a bear. A giant bear with some kind of weird hunk of metal just kind of around its head. You think maybe it's some kind of, maybe a collar or some sort of restraint. But right now he's snoring with big Z's coming out of him. That's how you know he's asleep. Yes, and Dare to Be Stupid does play on repeat. They're a big fan of Odd Albert here.
I don't know what that means.
All right.
And a couple of really scuzzy-looking dwarves come out to greet you. Yeah, what do you want?
We just want to know if you know anything about these cogs and stuff.
Cogs, huh?
Yeah, and I show him some of the cogs from the thing. Automaton.
How much you want for them?
No, we're not selling them. We need to know if you recognize them or know
Yeah,
who
they're
might
cogs.
use these.
How much you want for them?
Hey, I want to know if there's some sort of calling card on these cogs.
He looks at them. No, they're just cogs. I don't see any cards on there.
All right, well.
Oh, you probably want to talk to Gizmo, don't you? Hey, Gizmo, get out here!
Yeah, I'm just fixing a box of mirrors.
Gizmo, I hate this fucker.
I hate you too. Fuck off.
Fuck off!
Yeah,
This
yeah.
fucking guy.
Hey, what can I help you with?
We have some cogs. We're trying to track them back to the original source.
I don't know any cogs. Never ever seen a cog before. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gizmo, what are you talking about? You're on cogs all the time. That's
no,
specifically why Oh, right, cogs.
Yeah, we've never seen cogs before.
Yeah, these are cogs.
All right, I feel like we're talking about something else. I'm talking
is
about
it hot in
these
here? Because I'm
cogs.
getting hot. I mean, is it hot in here?
It's pretty hot.
I want to go up to him and do the tentacle slap and be like, tell us what you know.
Okay, let's see if he tells you if he breaks down. He does. He goes, you smack him, you knock him on
smacking him up.
smacking him, and
Hey,
he's like,
Scuzz Bucket! And suddenly the bear looks up. Scuzz Bucket! No, you don't want to make Scuzz Bucket mad, do you?
I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck if I make Scuzz Bucket mad.
Hey, she said fuck.
I thought we should always say fuck.
Yeah, I thought we're tough people. She might be tough too.
Let's see if they're intimidated by that. That sounds like an intimidate. And they are. They're like, okay, fine. We'll tell you.
Fine.
Just like somebody came in and.
It's one of them pigs. You know, the Borsicans.
They came in here and they had a big order. We couldn't refuse it. We're down on our luck. I mean, it might look like we're rich from all the shit that we have.
I mean,
but we're poor.
We're very rich in spirit, all right? We lead fulfilling lives.
We're very poor people.
But we're poor monetarily.
So we took it. They needed soldiers.
Go on.
Well, parts of soldiers anyway. They just said heads and arms and some plating.
They didn't need anything else. We said, well, we could get it going for you. I mean, we're master craftsmen.
We could make these really cool, battle droids that could, roll out and, shoot stuff at them. And we'd have them talk to each other, and they'd say, Roger, Roger. But they didn't want that.
Yeah, they didn't want Roger, Roger for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so you're saying that you recognize these cogs as the ones that
they're my cogs.
No, what they're saying is they build battle robots and attack my family. And I take out one of my guns and I shoot the big talky one, not Gizmo.
Okay, you shoot him. It blows off the side of his face.
Yeah.
So he's not quite dead, but you see. When it's blown away,
he turns back and half of his face is just a metal plate.
Oh my god! They're droids too!
It's not even a real droid!
What? No, I'm a cyborg, okay? I'm a cyborg. Technically. I just don't wear my metal face because people get all weird about it.
I throw my pistol at him.
Let's see, you throw your pistol at him.
He goes, ow!
It just clinks off the iron there.
He goes, alright, that's enough. Scuzz Bucket, get him!
And a huge half cyborg, half bear, and that as he roars, the ground shakes. It causes an earthquake, and he begins to breathe fire at you.
Molly attacks him.
Let's see if Molly gets burned to a crisp. Molly rolls underneath it, and it trips him up, and he staggers, and he starts lighting the shack on fire that Gizmo and whatever the guy's name is.
Gizmo and Junkie.
Real scientific
Junk
names.
Iron.
Yeah. Junkie Junk Iron and Gizmo Junk Iron.
Oh, as we go to Dwarf Town and Feta. Yeah, Junkie Junk Iron.
Yep. Hey, I know it's hard. It's not easy. Let me tell you, coming up with names, one of the hardest things a GM can do. Nobody treats them with any respect. Nobody says them correctly. Nobody remembers them. But they remember the nickname like Dick Putterface.
Or Derp Vapor.
Yeah, or Derp Vapor. I mean, that was good.
His name.
That was good. Okay, so breathes fire at you and starts it on fire.
Pokey badges. We've
Yeah, a moment of silence for all the poor DMs of the world. Can we just take a moment of silence for all the hard work that DMs do? Fart sound. Fart sound.
That's for all the DMs who purposely try to murder parties.
That's not a thing. We don't do that. I never would do that. All right, LeVar.
Yo.
You're up.
Okay. We're shooting people?
There's a bear.
Fire-breathing bear.
That
Giant bear.
earthquakes with its. Yep.
I go invisible.
Damn it.
All right, let's see if he gets you. So you go invisible very well, actually, and it's like you never were even there. And so well do you go invisible that I'll give you an extra action.
I laugh about it. The other thing I do with my
Free action is
Go invisible and ruin it.
Yeah, they're both like, what? Where did that laughter come from? By now, Junkie has produced just a big old wrench that he's got in his hand.
Oh yeah, okay.
Junkie, yeah, he's pulled out a big old.
Okay, what is Junkie? What does Junkie do?
And he just he swings it at Brakka.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Swing it away. Swing it away. Smashes Brakka in the face.
Goof.
And just blood everywhere as a couple of teeth flying from your mouth.
Oh,
no.
Not the big ones.
No,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not gonna take every defining characteristic of your character away. Just the little ones in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite ones, my little guys.
Brakka goes ahead and spits him right in his face.
Nice.
Power move.
And let's see if he's intimidated. He is not intimidated.
It's almost like he actually hit me with a
He's
wrench.
like, he looks at you, he's like, looks like I'm gonna get a little extra money under my pillow tonight. You know, because the Tooth Fairy, right?
That was pretty badass. I like game recognized game. Good answer.
Okay, Sagalia.
Mole is still running around. He's gonna try to bite the bear in the testicles.
Okay, testicle bite. Testicle.
Does the bear have testicles?
Well,
bear.
He probably
Robot testicles.
Oh, I guess it's cyborg.
it bites into the fur, but it just hits metal. This must be a cyborg bear as well.
He's got truck nuts.
And Mole is, you know, like
truck.
in cartoons when like they hit a metal thing and it goes like Mole's like.
He bounces back.
Yeah.
Good try, guy. Good try.
Okay, that's your turn. Nick.
So where am I in this whole situation? There's the dude fighting Junkie's fighting Brakka. There's Gizmo, right? And then there's a bear, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Bear is coming from behind you. If you imagine that there's the shack in front of you, you're in there, and the shack's on fire, the bear's behind you, and Junkie and Gizmo are sort of in front of the shack. So you're sort of in between the shack, Gizmo, Junkie, and the bear.
All right, so I go and I grapple Gizmo, and then I go, let's get out of here! And then I start trying to get away with Gizmo between me and the bear.
Okay, so you're trying to like use it as a shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hiding behind Gizmo, and I'm trying to kidnap him so we can.
Okay, so you do it. You start running. You've got Gizmo, and as this happens, the rest of the party begins to run away as the shack falls on Junkie, and the bear in this a la like Game of Thrones, like the dragon did to its owner, like nudging the knocked out Junkie. Papa. And as it happens, the earth begins to shake, which knocks the shack down on top. The earthquake knocks the shack on top of the bear. It's a huge shack.
There's a big shack like at the end of Jerk.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And it falls down on a heap as you run through the doors of the junkyard with Gizmo in tow. He has given you some really important information. He has told you that
the Borsikins.
The Borsikins.
You know, they're like orcs, but they're big pig people.
Yeah, they're piggy people. Have charged them with making the parts for the automatons that attacked Cupcake and the party there at the family.
So it was the Borsikins.
It was the Borsikins who wanted the dwarven parts. They commissioned the dwarven parts of the automatons made. It still doesn't explain why there's the Fey creatures happening there. And you have Gizmo. We have just a little bit of time left, just a little bit of denouement, if you will. This looks like to be a
multi-parter, it looks like.
A dual-parter.
Well, hopefully the second one is as good as the first, if not better. Sometimes that happens with Godfathers.
Yes.
But this time, the second part will be just as good.
Yeah, but we will definitely not do a third part because that would be
that's gonna
terrible.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Because then we'll introduce other siblings
Right.
and
we'll bring someone's daughter in, and it's just
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that wasn't a good choice, acting wise.
yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
So you got Gizmo. You've got some information out of him. What do you do?
I mean, we're going to continue to interrogate him.
Oh, yeah.
Take us to the pig people. Where
Yeah,
are
where
they?
are the big people?
Let's see if he gives it up so easily. You
Wait.
can just ask him.
Do the pig people belong to a mob? And when they're all together, are they moblins?
I don't know. That's a
for
good
my
question.
Zelda fans out there.
So he's very afraid, and freely gives up the information.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't cross the Borsicans around here, don't you know? They run security.
Oh.
They're the guard. They're the city guard. You can't go up against them.
Where do
Watch
they
me.
live?
Well, I mean, most of them are part of the police force, so they're at the station. But I guess there's the big estate just outside town in Pork Valley.
Pork Valley.
Pork Valley.
Pork Valley.
Right. PORQ.
Yeah.
Pork Valley. It's I
Pork
think
Valley, yes.
Pork Valley.
Yes. Pork Valley. Do you mean the pen?
Yeah, the pen.
Wait, their estate, the pen.
Yeah, the pen.
Who lives
in
at
Pork
this
Valley.
pen?
Well, the big one, of course.
The big-
Napoleon Bonaparte.
What was he? Bonaparte?
What? No, that's just his name.
Okay.
It's his name, I tell you. I don't know nothing else. Please.
Are you sure?
Hey,
Because I take out the severed hand and I start slapping with.
Oh, where did you even
with
get
the severed hand of
that? The Twinkie kid?
yeah, the
Tell
Twinkie
me, is
kid.
it everything?
Ah,
Slap.
ah.
Is it everything? Slap.
Oh, stop. I can't take English skin.
Rainbow Dark's like, why? Why would they do this?
I don't know.
What do they have against our families?
It's something. They wanted a bigger piece of the pie. That's gotta be it. I don't know. They didn't tell us much, but I heard him say something about the squids. The squicillions.
Ugh, psh, spit. Spit. God damn.
I have a feeling we're in the middle of a mob war.
We have 4-way.
So, who's all in the mix here? Of course, we've got the
From the sound of it, you got.
Okay, so I start counting off on the severed hand. We got the dwarves. We got the fae. We got the pig orc people.
The Borsicans, yeah.
The orcskins.
Borsicans.
Borsikins. They're
Borsicans.
boar people.
Right. Okay, the Borsicans, and then we got the squidsillians.
Yeah,
Squidsillians.
Squidsillians.
All right, so that's 4.
That seems about
then
it.
I start pulling it back. Now we know the fae are being run by my son-in-law, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
My brother.
Yeah, my brother.
and then I'm in with the dwarves. The dwarves are racist, so I don't trust them.
Yes.
Go on.
Of course.
We know that the Borsicans are the ones that commission the robots.
Yeah, because they want a bigger piece of a pie, of course.
Right. The
And
pie.
then now there's squidsillians.
Yeah, which we have really hate them, but never met them yet.
Well, then how do you hate them if you never met them?
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's that's how hate breeds, I guess.
Oh, the meeting, of course. They said there's gonna be some kind of big meeting too.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to happen. Wait. I think it's this week. I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh. Well, we should probably break up that meeting tomorrow and see if we can't end this little mob war. Definitely the next objective is to win the mob war.
Win the mob war? Or
Yeah.
Stop the
No,
mob
win.
war?
No, win the mob war for sure. Win the turf war.
Down. Who's in? And I put the severed hand in the middle of the circle.
Squid.
Everybody puts their hands in, and LeVar, are you in? All right. Next week we will find out.
And then a dwarven hand appears, and a fey hand, and like 5 other.
And then
new
Gizmo
characters.
Hands like creeps in there. He's like, I just want to be part of it.
We're gonna let me go, right?
You did just lose your whole family, I'm assuming. The one person.
Oh no, that was just my friend.
Get out of here, Gizmo.
Business partner. I mean, whatever.
We're your family now, Gizmo.
Oh really?
Yup.
Okay. Cool.
I can make lots of cool cog stuff.
Yeah, I can make all sorts of stuff for you
It's
guys.
gonna be useful.
And we'll find out if the adventuring party is victorious. Will they win the mob war? How will they win the mob war? Will family members die? Will Brakka get back Big Sister? Will LeVar not just be pissed off that he has to deal with these fucking lowly beings? Will Cicalia die of poison and mud poisoning? Will Cookie get sentimental a lot? We'll find out next week, next week's episode of No Dice on Sexy Hackers. Thanks everybody for watching tonight. Big shout out to everybody who is in the chat. A shout out to those who are not in the chat. Once again, the story was definitely different because of your suggestions. I know that Brian had no funky town business happening in his story. So a huge thank you. Great job everybody out there. And we will see you next week, Monday at 7 p.m. and we'll have a fun, sexy time. Shall we play that old theme song there, Mr. Brian? Oh,
It's a magic theme song.
the magical theme song. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the game we call No Dice.
We hope you thought that
It was nice and are sufficiently enticed to tell all of your friends.
Though we
Play with style and class, it's you who makes this game kick ass. And so to you we raise our glass. Come play with us again. And just for that magic, there's a post-credit scene. We rise up on Miso. He's playing with one of his grandkids. He's got an orange in his mouth. And purple residue comes out of the orange as he falls to the ground, shaking and convulsing and dying. While his the stupid one with the helmet is like, don't go, Papa, no, not Mama and Grandpapa. Another strike has been made, and you see that the purple is looks very ink-like in its consistency, and we'll find out what happens next week. If we don't see you, I'll see you on the flip side. My name is James Boland. That's Nick Fuhrer. That's Dave Lane. That's Stacy Pawlowski. That's Liv Shircel. And that's Brian Bear. We're No Dice. Hope to see you next week at Sexy Hackers on Twitch, 7 p.m. Bye-bye.